As you scroll down your Instagram feeds and see one Instagrammer in the Maldives, one in Barbados, and one just having a casual afternoon tea at the Ritz, you may start to wonder what it is that these people actually do with their days. Do they actually do anything to earn their moolah? So I thought I'd just make this video to explain a little bit about what it is that an influencer does. Now firstly, I would just really like to make the disclaimer and say that I really don't like the word influencer. I find it really cringy and I really hate when people ask me, you know, what do you do? I would never reply saying, I'm an influencer. I'd say I create content for social media, videos, podcasts, do Instagram, all that shebang about fitness, about business, about life. I wouldn't say I'm an influencer, but it's just the term that's generally known nowadays. So I thought I would just kind of explain a bit about what it is that I do in my day. This is me, this isn't anybody else. Other people's days may look different, they may do different things than me, depending on what it is exactly that they do, just like any different job, you know, in a different industry, you might be doing different specific things. But yeah, so I thought I'd kind of explain the various different elements to what it is that I do as an influencer. So what I'm going to talk about first is my personal brand and just the whole entire, I guess it's all in my name, Lauren Tickner. But this is going to be the thing that all influencers do, and that, because there's obviously other stuff that I do differently, but I'm going to talk about that towards the end. So as an influencer, what you do a lot of times is you work with brands and you do brand campaigns and collaborations. For example, I got sent these watches from Movement Watches, and everything that you're seeing on the screen now, they sent to me so that I could show it in this video, show it on some Instagram pics, Insta stories, all that stuff. And in return for that, they pay me, you know, I'm gonna be open and honest. And that's because it's a form of advertising, and I would only ever promote a product I love. Obviously, I can't speak for every single influencer, but if somebody sent me a skinny tea, I would give my honest opinion. No, I'm just kidding. I've never actually accepted one. One time I made a tweet because the skinny tea, or whatever the hell it was, skinny bloody coffee, you know, it just gets worse and worse every time. But they sent me a message saying, we want you to review our skinny coffee, we think that you'd look great. And then I was like, yep, okay, here's my price, I will do an honest review. And then they said, okay, let's go through with it, blah blah blah, all that stuff. And then I just backed out in the end. I don't know if I'd do it. I think I'm not that savage, but I kind of have just done it here. So it's not really the weather for it, but Movement do also have sunglasses. I'm not too sure about how I feel about these ones. I think they're really cool, but on me, I think my nose is a little bit too big. But yeah, I think they're sick. And by the way, the link is in the description box below, but it's not a commission one, like I'm about to talk about now. So you do brand campaigns, and then you can also do affiliate marketing, which is similar to the brand campaigns, but sometimes you might get paid for affiliate marketing, sometimes you might not. So affiliate marketing is basically when you have a link or a code and you get commission on that. Now this is what a lot of business people do who kind of do email marketing and all that type of stuff, but they do this from not being an influencer, they just do it from their email list marketing world. I don't know, I won't get into that now because I'm sticking with influencer marketing here. So you get a link, and then when people click the link, then you get commission. Now this, I have to say, you don't get commission from every single link that I ever share with you. For example, the Movement one, on the Movement code that I have, I don't get commission from that, guys. So they just paid me to feature their stuff in this video on Instagram, all that stuff, because I love their stuff anyways. And when they contacted me, I was like, this is awesome, I love Movement Watches, and they want to work with me. I'm so fortunate that this has occurred. And so I think a lot of times people think that everything people promote is paid, and that's understandable, but that's kind of just like saying being referred by a friend, they get paid, you know, because let's take Muscle Food's website as an example. Muscle Food has a refer a friend and get £5 thing. I think it's £5 or something like that. Okay, so if you were in the mindset that, okay, well, Muscle Food has a refer a friend thing, if my friend sends me a link to an Amazon thing on Amazon because they think it's really cool and love it, that means they must be getting paid £5 for that as well. The friend may have been doing it just because they thought that it was a really cool Amazon thing. That's just an example, but not every single thing that I promote is something that's getting paid for or that I'm getting commission for. If I really love some Tilda rice, I'm gonna share that Tilda rice with you guys. Dripping down me, that's not pleasant. So yeah, as I said, I'm only speaking for myself, my own personal opinion here, but that's just me, and I don't expect to be paid for everything I promote. I think that's absolutely bonkers. But hey, c'est la vie, it's cool. There's definitely perks of the job, which is getting a lot of free stuff. But again, it is still a job, and it does require a lot of work. And I know you're probably like, oh my god, you're complaining about your job when all you do is take photos and record videos. Guys, I'm not complaining. I absolutely love doing what I do. But there are days when I don't want to produce content, Literally, it's absolutely pitch black outside. I've got a ring light on top of a light there because I needed to film. And it's so dark and I didn't want to do this right now. But I'm doing it because I need to get the content up. And it's like, I actually put on makeup on my face, and I don't even have, all the makeup I have is on my face. I don't have any eye or brow makeup on because I got my eyebrows done yesterday by a lady that lives in Surrey, near London. So if you live in Surrey or London or whatever, I will leave a link below, and that's not a commission link. So anyway, back to what I was saying. So there's brand campaigns, there's the commission stuff, affiliate marketing. Oh, the lead is dangling down there now. Right, okay, I'm definitely a great YouTuber. So then there's also personal products. So I sell 2 products at the moment, and okay, we'll talk about my new business that's launching within the next few days in a minute. But okay, so personal products. On my website, strengthfeed.com, I have 2 products. The Ultimate Guide to Tracking Macros. That is a guide which is all about tracking macros, and it is the ultimate guide to tracking macros. And basically it just covers everything about tracking macros, counting calories, and losing fat, eating in a sustainable way that's good for your long-term goals. That's what that one is. And then I have the #StrengthFeed training guide. That is my training guide that thousands of people are doing. It's awesome, such a good, strong community. And guys, if you do have the guide actually, or if you purchase the guide, then please do make sure that you do join the Facebook community, because a lot of people who are doing the guide aren't even in the Facebook group, and you're missing out on all the fun. We have now hit 100,000 photos on the #StrengthFeed. I can't believe I made that 6 months ago or something. But yeah, really cool. So that's my personal brand, and they're the products I sell under my personal brand. I then also do my podcast, and sometimes I get sponsors on my podcast. I haven't actually done that yet, but I'm in talks with one at the moment. But don't worry, I'm never gonna become one of those annoying 7-minute long freaking ad in front of your podcast episode, because that's really annoying and I listen to a lot of episodes. So yeah, my podcast is called Business Meets Fitness, and then I'm on a tangent here. So that's what an influencer does. You spend your time creating content, you spend your time doing brand campaigns, you spend your time creating your own personal products and building your own website. Someone helped me with my website, but all my personal products, like the Ultimate Guide to Tracking Macros is an accumulation of like 2 or 3 years worth of information. And I wrote it, and the first time I wrote it, it was 40,000 words. So I had to condense that down. Yeah, so it takes a long time, but it's really cool and I love doing it. So that's personal products. Then you might even own another company. Now, influencers aren't just Insta hosts. They might be people who are like business people, and then they may own their own company as well. So I'm actually in the process of building my own company, as I mentioned earlier, and that should be launching, within the next few days. So that has been something that obviously takes a large amount of my time. So I wake up at 6 AM every single day. I will work for a few hours, then normally go to the gym at 11ish, but I don't go to the gym every single day. I go 4 or maybe 5 days a week, depending on how busy I am. And then when I get home, or if I am taking a rest day, then I will just, I'll just be continuing to work until like, I essentially have dinner at 6:30, and when I'm having dinner, then I'm kind of cooling down, but then I'm also preparing to upload to Instagram, so then I upload at around 7:30, 8, that kind of time. And then all throughout the evening I'm kind of like half working, so I'm allowed to, I like let myself go on my phone during that time. Web WhatsApp is very handy, but at the same time I might still be editing a YouTube video or just doing some kind of chilled work. That's what I do, because in the beginning of the day, like I don't like to do that type of work, because in the mornings I find that I can do the most kind of work that takes the most concentration. So yeah, I mean, that's that. And then I go for a walk as well for an hour most days. I try to stick to it. I mean, I 99.999% of the time, but some days it just won't work because I will just be I'll be too busy. So yeah, my life is pretty busy. I am quite the doing addict. That didn't make sense, but I just love doing stuff. And yeah, I mean, if I don't have several projects on the go at once, I feel stressed, but I know that I should probably start focusing on only one at a time. Right now I have my new company, I've also got 2 products that are coming to my personal brand, so that's really exciting. And then I have this other project I'm doing that is either going to be part of my personal brand or is it going to be a part of a whole separate business itself, and I'm doing that with my friend. So yeah, it's pretty busy times. That's just me, and that's that really. So yeah, enjoy.